Tomorrow I go to the station. She will come with me to the station, then to Kontopoya. I went to the railway station and then to Kontopoya. The lady was there to meet me. Her name was Eli Lapalainen, who would look after us there. She brought me to the village, to the home. There were a few other Finnish boys there. There weren't any other Lap boys there. It was a few kilometers to the church village with Eli. There was a hand-run stone grain mill there for grinding grains to flour. We would go there with Eli to make flour, with some other boys, Ani Lakkonen, who was a few years older. We put those grains into the mill, and so we put the flour into the sack and brought it back to where we lived. Eli cooked us the porridge. It was nothing special for us. Sometimes there was milk, sometimes just water when the milk was gone. The weather was hard, and we ate what we could. Sometimes we used to go from there to Ojanisjärvi to go angling for fish, lake fish, and that we cooked and ate on the way to midsummer. Other children were brought there about, and then there were male teachers, nurses and maids and all. It was hard to organize. Then everything was put in order, lived in. We lived thatched huts. There weren't really beds, but benches were made and supplies were fetched from the village in them. And the blankets, and there was a pretty strong discipline. Like that, at school you have to have some with discipline so that everything can be done. Everyone can be kept in order there. And well, I couldn't get used to the same discipline and the large herd of children. To me, it felt difficult from me. I felt a bit reluctant and grudging, and against them to be alone. Yrjö Kos was from somewhere in Karelia. I got to know him, and we went berry picking, and we went to the forests, and so on, and fished, and went swimming there, and talked about all the sorrows and sadness and joys that I had and he had. He liked to hear the stories of the north about reindeer and fishing and everything. In the spring, we would go there to the rocks and ledges to pick up seagull eggs and fresh fish. Yrjö asked, "Do you eat fish livers?" "Yes, and it is very good." Yrjö listens with wide eyes as I tell about the high mountains and valleys and peaks where I used to run. As we sit in the field, Yrjö talks about his own life there in the fields of Karelia and those beautiful fields of wheat and cornfields and so on. I ask, where are his parents? He says that the parents are still there. Then the discussion and planning and things go on. Yrjö says to that he doesn't want to be here. That he yes, I don't want to go back there to Karelia. I don't really like being here either. But where do we go? Yrjö says that the train will go tomorrow. The train that goes to Kemi, and we will go to Kemi on the train. Then we'll go from there. Uhtula knows the way very well. He was a couple of years older than me, so the conversation ended with that. And so